Ooh, what are we making today? Well, ta-da! We are going to be making some paper wreaths. Oh, they're really lovely. Two different types as well. So, I'll do a run through of what you need before we get started. Okay, so you need some cardboard. Now, this is from a big cardboard box because I've been doing my Christmas shopping online. But big cardboard box, it could be a cereal box or, delivery box, whatever you can find. And then you need a plate and then a bowl. Or, I'll explain. So you're going to draw around the big plate and then you're going to draw around the little one in the middle. So you need two different sized circles. Okay, so I've got a plate and a bowl because I found that worked quite nicely. And then you need all of your favourite coloured paper. So, here we go. I've got loads of different colours here. So, lots of different coloured paper. You could use, on this one, I don't know if you can see, but it's actually glittery paper. Ooh, very exciting. So I went all out on that one. And then you need something to stick things down with. So it depends what kind of paper you've got. But sellotape works really well. It needs to be double-sided, or I'll show you a little cheeky method that we can use to make normal sellotape double-sided. Or if you've got lots of patience, then glue. PVA glue is a really good one, but it does take longer to dry. So, depends how patient you are. I'm not very patient, so I'm going to be using sellotape. Okay, so first up, for whichever one you're going to do, you need to make a circular shape with a hole in it. So, this is where the big plate comes in. I forgot to say you need a pen or a pencil or something. And some scissors. Don't forget your scissors. So, draw around your big circle. There we go. And then put your little circle in the middle and then draw around that one. Can you see that on there? I hope so. There are two circles, one big, one little, and we're going to cut them out. So, get cutting. There we are. Has anyone made a Christmas wreath yet? You can make them out of all sorts of things. We thought that this one you would have all the resources in your house. Oh, lovely. I like that sound, don't you? There we go. I've got one big circle. And I'm going to plop that on the floor. Now, if you are making a mess, don't forget to tidy up afterwards, because it's very important to clean up our own mess. Okay, now, to cut out the middle, be very careful with your scissors. Get an adult to help, and then you supervise the adult, okay? Make sure they're doing it nice and safely. I found the best way to do it. Fold your cardboard in half, and then make a snip, snip, snip. And then you've got a way in there. But make sure your fingers are out the way at all times. It reminds me of walking in freshly laid snow. You know when you get your big boots and you go, oh yes. Oh yes, lovely, lovely, lovely sound. Okay, here we go. It does not have to be a perfect circle because no one's going to see that cardboard underneath. Fantastic. So you have your circle, which is awesome. So you can pop your plate and bowl to one side, pop it away if you've got time. Okay, so the first one, I'll show you this one first because I think this is the easiest one and it doesn't need any explaining, or much explaining anyway. So this one is made up of lots of different handprints. So all you need to do is get your paper and you need a hand, draw around your hand, chop it out and then stick it down. And I've overlapped them all. Now what would be really nice if you are in a family is everyone to draw around their hands and you could stick the biggest hands on first and then cover them in little hands. That would be so lovely. And then you can go, oh look, it's our family Christmas wreath. Ooh. So you could do that way. Or you could do this way, which I quite like. I drew round lots of different shape cutters. So you know when you're making biscuits or cookies and you've got lots of different stamps and shapes, you could draw around those. Oh, and then stick them on. So yes, so that is a very lovely wreath. And then make it double-sided so that then if it's in a window, because it can't really go outside because it will get soggy and wet if it rains. So if you stick it in a window, then people from outside can see your lovely work and you can see it inside as well. So make it double-sided. Woohoo! So that's that one. This one is a little bit more complicated. And I will show you how to do it. So you want some paper. Oh, here we go. I've got my first bit of paper and we're gonna make a fan to start off with. Now, if you know how to make a fan, go ahead and do it. But this is what you will need to do. So a bit of paper and you want to fold along the long sides. So just do one fold. Make sure it's nice and straight. So there we go. So we've got a flappy bit here. Now you want to, so I've got it here, flappy bits at the top. Flip over your paper so the flappy bit is at the bottom. It's next to the table. And you're going to do the same size fold. Remember, keep it nice and straight. That's it. So now you've got a little zag. And you keep doing that. So we've got the bubbles at the top, flip it over so the bubbles are at the bottom, and fold over again. That's it. So, they ping at the top, fold it over, bubbles at the bottom, fold it over so they're at the top. That's it. Keep flattening it all out. Bubbles at the bottom. That's it, and then, oh, you're getting good. That's it, keep it nice and neat. You need your lines as straight as you can. Okay, there we go. How are we doing? Are you nearly there? I'm very nearly there. I think I've got 2 more folds left. It gets really short, doesn't it? Maybe small. Makes it quite fiddly at the end. Here we go. Lovely. Okay. So then we've got a little spinning boing. And you've got a fan. Oh, lovely. Now you know how to make a fan for summer. So this is going. It's a bit big, so it needs chopping up. I find that chopping them up into 4 works, or you can be really clever and measure it. So if you get your long bit of paper and measure it on your wreath, your cardboard, you can have a little bit dangling off the edge here so you don't see the cardboard, and on the same. So we're just going to chop a little bit off. So it's like that. Boing, 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 boing. And then you're going to get your little one, and then you're going to fold it in half. Just like that. So you've got like a little bird's beak. Cheep, 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 cheep. Rockin' Robin. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Rockin' Robin. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Stop being silly, Hannah. So you've got your little bird's beak. And this is where you need your first lot of glue. Now, I'll show you my sellotape trick. Excuse the noise, sorry. It's a very noisy sellotape dispenser. So we need a length of about that long. I don't even know if you can see it. It's about that long. And one end of it is stuck to my finger. What we're going to do is we're going to make a circle with the sticky side on the outside. There we go. So I've stuck it to itself and it's a nice ring. So the sticky side's on the outside. Back to our bird. And then stick that in the middle there. And then close it together. There we go. And then open it out. So we've got like a little fan. That's cool, isn't it? Made that a bit messy. I hope yours is a bit tidy than mine. I think this one will be buried within mine. Okay, fantastic. So we've got a little fan like that. And then we stick it down onto the cardboard. Okay, so you can do the same. Get a bit of sellotape. Do the fancy trick. Stick it on the bottom, down here. And then pop it on there like that. That is cool, isn't it? And then we just keep going round and round and round. So I'll do another one. So I've measured it. I'm going to fold it round. Make a little bird's beak. Get my sellotape. Shall I see if I can do this one a bit neater? It's just so sticky. So double-sided sticky tape is probably the way to go. So in the middle it goes. Sandwich it together. Lovely. Open it up into a nice fan. Bit more sellotape. Now make sure you've got plenty of sellotape in your house. Otherwise, it might be. You might run out and then you might not have enough. There we go. So that's on the bottom there. And now, to get a really nice circular shape, you need to overlap the bottom. Okay, so can you see on here? So I've just pulled my fan back a little bit like that. And I'm going to get this one and then almost stick it on a little bit of a diagonal. Okay, and then, now they do look like they're going to fall over. But what's going to happen is, look at this one. They're all so closely together that they all stand up on their own. So just because they're flopping like this, don't worry, because it will, I promise, they will all stand up. Okay, shall we do some more? Let's keep going. I'm going to put some green ones on there, I think. So I'm going to make a fan again. Let's go through making a fan. It's a long ways, remember. Otherwise I'll be too short. And we're going to fold one side. And flip it over. And then fold it. Ooh. And fold it. And flip it over. And fold it. And flip it over. Oh, it's like a race. Can you race with your family? Who can fold up the paper the quickest? I wonder. There you go. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely. Oh, what colour are yours? Are they really bright colours? Are they Christmassy colours? Ooh. When you've done that, send in your photos. Here we go. I've got my boyingy strip. And then measure it. Do a careful snip, snip. Fold it over. Give it a good crease. Get your sellotape. Do the clever circle bit, sticky bit on the outside. Stick it in the middle. And close it down. So, if you are using PVA glue, this is what I found that you have to do. you pop your glue in the middle and then you get a peg and then clamp it shut until it dries. It does take quite a while. Okay, so here we go. We're ready for the green ones to go in. Sellotape again. Stick it on there, and then we're going to lift it up a little bit and stick it down at an angle. There we go. See, that middle one there now is nicely stuck up. It's not even stuck down. Goodness me. Come on, Hannah. There we go. See, that middle one is stood up nice and tall. Let's do another one. There we go. Fold in the middle. Hey, we haven't sung a Christmas song in this one yet. What shall we sing? Oh, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows like a light bulb. All the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names like Cupid. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games like Monopoly. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, ho, ho, ho. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? So, that's enough of my singing, isn't it? So now you've got that, you can just go all the way around it. I'll show you this one again now. I've done it anyway. So I did have some little tiny gaps that needed filling. So I stuck little pom-poms in there, which is very cute. And then you just need some wool or some string. And if you want to hang it up, you can pop some string on it. So there we go. We have got some paper wreaths for you to join in with. Yay! Thank you very much for joining in. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, if you've made any paper wreaths, please do send in your pictures. That would be awesome. We'd love to see what you've been up to. Fabulous. We'll see you again very soon then. Bye.